Welcome to New Sky TV Explosive. Guo Yuxin's new drama is coming, and pre-orders are already off the charts. Wang Daotie is teaming up for the first time. Have you been tired of those overly sweet and saccharine domestic urban dramas these past 2 years? Does the word domineering CEO automatically conjure up a stereotypical image of a slick-haired, effeminate man with a wicked smile? Let me tell you, this time, it's truly different. Shen Qiao Wan, just those 4 words have already caused a sensation in the industry. Why? Because Guo Yuxin and Wang Daotie, 2 seemingly unrelated names, have actually teamed up. No, they've collaborated. Can you believe this combination? One is a radiant, sweet yet sassy little sun on earth, the other exudes a mature, composed, and aloof aura, a walking hormone. The 2 of them standing together are not only a visual feast, but also a clash of energies. Don't rush to watch the plot, just look at Guo Yuxin's expressive eyes meeting Wang Daotie's deep, unfathomable gaze. My god, the intense tension is almost unbearable. The leaked photos have already gone viral. Everyone's exclaiming, the story is practically overflowing from the screen. These aren't just stills, they were practically the cover of a heart-wrenching romance novel. Guo Yuxin plays Shen Qiao, who on the surface appears to be a glamorous and sophisticated news anchor, like a delicate flower in a greenhouse needing protection. But let me tell you, you're wrong. Utterly wrong. This girl harbors a tough thorn deep inside, a stubbornness that she'll swallow even when her bones are broken. A woman who is outwardly gentle but inwardly strong, this kind of woman is the most deadly. And what about Zhou Chen, played by Wang Daotie? The domineering, fatherly type CEO, that's a fresh label, isn't it? He's not the kind of big, clumsy guy who just has a cold face and is always ready to explode. He's steady, like a mountain you can lean on. He's warm, spoiling you with his subtle ways. But the scariest thing is, he's cunning. The way he looks at you is like looking at a precious treasure, yet also like looking at a fawn caught in a trap. That certainty and calculation, hidden beneath his gentle exterior, sends chills down your spine. As for the plot, it's absolutely captivating. The old trope of arranged marriage turning into love has been given a fresh twist. But what's truly brilliant about Shen Qiao Wan is that this marriage is a premeditated hunt from the very beginning. The male lead, Zhou Chen, didn't meet the female lead by chance. He approached her step by step with a purpose and an obsession, even resorting to underhanded tactics to steal her away, weaving an impenetrable web of love, waiting for her to fall into it willingly. You think it's a gift of fate? No, it's the hunter's most tender trap. This dark setting, coupled with the slow-burning daily life, appears on the surface to be the warmth of mundane chores, but in reality, every frame conceals turbulent emotions. The director is brilliant. He's buried all the hooks in those inconspicuous details. If you're not paying attention, you might miss a subtle hint in the male lead's eyes about his crazy nature. Honestly, this kind of sweet-coated bullet is what's most addictive. Unlike those overly sweet romance dramas that are cloyingly saccharine, Shen Qiao Wan is like a fine, aged red wine with a powerful aftertaste. It's smooth and mellow on the palate, and by the time you realize it, you are already intoxicated, willingly captivated by this couple. Don't say that domestic dramas lack surprises anymore. Guo Yuxin's wit, Wang Daotie's steadiness, coupled with this carefully crafted, premeditated marriage-to-love story and plot twists, this isn't acting, it's a chosen couple straight out of the book. Slow burn, slice of life, emotional turmoil, love triangle, these labels piled together sound like a haphazard stew of all the hottest trends. Today's audiences aren't the naive sweethearts who buy everything, they're discerning. If you dare serve up a cookie-cutter rehash of domineering CEO tropes, they'll flip the table. But what makes Shen Qiao Wan so brilliant? It's not stewing a hodgepodge, it's simmering a Buddha jumps over the wall. It won't open the pot until the timing is perfect. The phrase marriage of convenience leading to love has indeed been overused in recent years, to the point that anyone on the street could recite the plot summary. So why does Go Ahead stand out? Because the warmth and tension within it are genuine. Those unspoken glances, the unspoken care hidden in everyday life, these are the needles that truly pierce the heart. It dares to be slow burning. Why? Because true hunters have ample patience. Look at Shen Qiao, the news anchor character. She's practically a knife tailor-made for Guo Yuxin. Gentle on the outside, strong on the inside? That's too mild. Her gentleness is a protective layer, A professional demeanor she must maintain in front of the camera. But behind the scenes, in those late nights when she swallows her grievances alone, her true strength lies in her character. Aren't all those girls who smile brightly on screen but bear all the pressure alone in private like this? This isn't acting, it's looking in the mirror. And then there's Zhou Chen, played by Daotie, this daddy-type domineering CEO. He practically embodies the ideal type. Modern girls aren't into the cool and aloof type anymore, that's too childish. What do they want? A man who can shield you from the storms of life outside, cook and clean at home, and gently say it's okay, I'm here when you make a mistake, without scolding you. This kind of fatherly pampering carries a confident tolerance, an upbringing ingrained in his bones. If that were all, he would just be a warm-hearted man, not the irresistibly charming Zhou Chen. His truly fatal flaw lies in his underlying cunning nature. What you perceive as a gentle encounter is his love at first sight? No, it's his long-planned scheme. What you think is destiny is his chance appearance? No, it's his meticulously calculated maneuvering. He even goes so far as to steal the female lead from someone else, gradually pulling her into his world. This obsessive affection, this gentle calculation, is a masterful manipulation of emotions. This is what makes him so captivating. You know he's a trap, yet you willingly become the moth drawn to it. And then there's the love triangle you mentioned. The brilliance of Shen Qiaowei lies in the fact that its love triangle isn't just for the sake of being melodramatic. Rather, every character's appearance stirs up the stagnant waters, forcing the male and female leads to confront their own inner feelings. Those unrequited glances, those moments of jealousy, those tentative attempts to get closer yet afraid to, all are buried within the ordinary routines of daily life. It might just be at a dinner table, Shen Yiqiao serving food to someone else, and Zhou Chen's grip on his chopsticks tightening. It might just be on a rainy night, the person she's waiting for isn't him, and he stands like a statue in the shadows, holding an umbrella. These details hidden within the slow burn atmosphere are the real hooks. One by one, they hook your heart, making you both itchy and painful, unable to let go. This time, the marriage of convenience leading to love is wrapped in a sugar coating of long-planned scheme. This time, the slow-burning romance is brewing a rich soup of emotional tug-of-war. This time, the multiple relationships are emotional catalysts where one person finishes their act and another takes the stage. Shen Qiaowei is not meant to give you a fast food meal, but to invite you to a love feast with undercurrents waiting for the right opportunity to make a move. Whether this kind of plot can be made fresh and exciting depends entirely on the screenwriter's skill. Let's talk about reality. Urban romance dramas, to attract viewers, must have a touch of real life. Many young people today have changed their views on marriage, no longer pursuing passionate relationships. Instead, they value stability and security. Marriage first, love later is actually a reflection of many real-life couples. Initially, they might just be living together for convenience, but later feelings gradually develop. It's just that dramas always add some drama, making this process more dramatic. Of course, what netizens care about most is the chemistry between the actors. Guo Yuxin and Wang Daotie haven't worked together before. Whether they can create sparks this time is the biggest highlight. After all, in some dramas, if the actors don't have chemistry, even the best-looking premise is useless. In the leaked photos, the two seem very natural, without any stiff acting. Instead, it feels like the daily life of a married couple. This is quite rare. Another issue is that slow burn, slice-of-life dramas can easily feel dragged out by viewers. If the pacing is too slow, viewers might easily abandon the show. Therefore, screenwriters need to cleverly plant hooks in the details to keep viewers hooked. For example, how well-handled elements like love triangles and emotional turmoil can keep viewers guessing, who ends up with whom? Who becomes a variable in the relationship? Ultimately, whether Shen Qiaowei can be a hit depends on whether it dares to break away from formulas. The actors need to be fresh, the plot needs to resonate with reality, and the details need to be authentic. Viewers aren't fools, they can tell the difference between formulaic plots and genuine effort. Pre-orders are now open, and everyone is waiting to see what's new. Will it be another blockbuster or just a flash in the pan? Let's wait and see. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.